All right, welcome to the 2025 BC Ultimate Women's Division Final Contest as we have Dino taking on the Canyon Women's Team. This should be an incredible contest between two teams. We saw the open division version of this matchup just recently, and I'm expecting no different from the women's division either. So we'll now see the Canyon women controlling possession. They'll send a pass out here to the far side. It's controlled by Avery Outerbridge. Now here's Sarah O'Reilly. O'Reilly gets that one back. Here's Sarah O'Reilly. She'll try and send it forward. Marcin Petrichuk, and that is denied. And once again, I'm joined here and by my color commentator, Justin Luna. Justin, welcome back. Should be an incredible final game of the day.
Yeah, I just saw the open final. What an incredible game to watch from the sideline, and I'm excited to watch an excellent game here.
Yeah, so Dino's moving the disc up as they'll get this one through out now to the far side of the field, and we have a stoppage called here.
We already saw a couple turnovers here. I believe that this is the Dino squad starting on offense here. So the Canyon D-line was able to already get a stop. Not able to quite punch it in, but already a bit of a shaky start from the Dino O-line.
Yeah, very much. As you see Dino continuing to move the disc, they're trying to utilize a fast pace to move it, and we have a turnover here called. And we have a player holding to the back of their hamstring. That does not look good. She's clutching to the back of her hamstring. It's pretty far out, so I can't see who it is, but it doesn't look like a good sign. And so let's take a look at the replay right here. On the throw, I believe that was number 13, Claire McJanet. As I think she landed awkwardly, perhaps, and you don't want to see that at all. And no pressure being put on that right leg at all. Just an unfortunate injury. We saw Claire McJanet in the semifinals, how key she was.
Yeah, McJanet was a big deep receiver as well as one of the crucial throwers for this Canyon squad. This is a big loss for this Canyon D-line here. Hopefully she recovers soon. It does not look very good, but, they're young. They recover fast.
Yeah, but from what I can see here, she's just unable to put any weight on that one leg. This does not look good. Yeah, on that right leg, as you can see right there, she can't put any pressure on it. Just a heartbreaking scene here at Newton Athletic Park. And to make it this far as well. So we will see now that we have a injury on the field, and Justin, of course, to make it this far only to get injured in the opening moments of the game, it's just heartbreaking if you're an athlete.
Yeah, these are the games you think about, the games you dream of, playing with a bunch of people watching, with your friends and family at home watching the stream. Obviously, she's devastated. She wishes she could play, but they do have nationals coming up, and I'm sure she would want to be healthy for there. So hopefully she gets well rested, she recovers quickly, and she's able to play when the games matter most.
And the impact that she made as well. And of course, not to compare, but very similar to what happened with Tyrese Halliburton recently in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Just his early injury, then just unable to play in what was the biggest game of his life. And it's just sad to see McJanet just not being able to put any weight on that one leg. And like we said, she is such a valuable part of this Canyon team. So with that now, she'll make her way off the field. But, hopefully both teams will be able to be not too rattled by the injury, because it does take a mental toll as well when you see someone who loves the game as much as Claire does, and to be taken out that way, it does play, it plays a mental toll sometimes.
Yeah, hopefully both teams, both Dino and Canyon, can rally back.
And so we'll
play hard frisbee.
Yeah, so we'll get play underway here as Canyon takes this one back, and that's intercepted. So Dino will take over with Zoe Young getting possession of the disc. Young being marked there by Max Bigger. Young trying to play it out on the near side, and that is intercepted. And is unable to get there. It was number 28, Daphne Bell.
We definitely see the wind playing a bit of a factor here. You do see that disc being pushed down, uncharacteristically. These are teams with both skilled throwers, so they do have to adjust to the wind.
So the disc is dropped back here by Avery Outerbridge. Outerbridge will drop it back now to the right side. Outerbridge looking for an opening. She'll send it right back. Here's Fiona Angel. Angel will drop it back here to Avery Outerbridge. Outerbridge plays it up ahead and forward to Nihal Kestgarn. Kestgarn will go to the forehand. She sends a huck down the other way. It's complete. Here's Max Begar as Begar plays it. Now taking the pivot foot and ends up back behind. Here's Avery Outerbridge. Outerbridge has possession, goes to the forehand, sends one right to the end zone, and it is caught. An incredible catch there by Fiona Angel, and Canyon strikes first.
What a way to start off the game. Canyon going out with a big break, a couple turns, and able to rally back and get the upwind hold. This break doesn't only mean 1 point, it means the next point when they're playing defense, they are now going downwind. Also known as the double break, if they are able to go back downwind and score another break, securing the double break, that's 2-point conversion right there, and that's, especially in the beginning of the game, that takes a mental toll.
Yeah, especially with Claire McJanick going down in the earlier stages of the contest to be able to rally back and get the first point. And Justin, you and I have talked about this all day. That first point is oh so crucial in your attempts to win a game, albeit a championship game.
Yeah. Both these Dino squads definitely have a lot of history and a lot of winning culture, but to be able to be punched in the face right away and to be taken aback, how will this Dino squad respond?
And I'm looking at the far side. I'm not sure if the third place game is happening on that side of the field because we saw that Dusk as well as the other semifinalists. I'd assume that they would be playing in the semifinal game, but perhaps that just hasn't started yet. So with that, and that last game between Dino as well as Team Canyon, they opened. That was only the second time that Dino has lost in the history of its program.
Yeah. They, have historically won everything. With a program as historic as that, they're used to winning. So I expect them to bounce back from this loss, to use it to evaluate, to use it to be better come time nationals.
So as we see here on the drive, we'll try to see what they can establish. And it should be, whatever happens from here on out, it will certainly shape the way that the game continues on. As you see, the coaching staff will head back to the sidelines. So what are you expecting here from Dino as they look to hold off a Canyon team that is now, you can say, motivated for their teammate?
I expect Dino to, respect the disc a bit more, hold on to it, able to make smart passes, make 100% passes, and just, make the game easy for themselves.
So the disc is thrown down as Dino holds on to it. Here is Daphne Bell of Dino. She'll throw it forward, trying to find Zoe Young. Gets it across. Here's Myra Vines. And as Dino continues to move the disc well, they'll get this one through. It ends up back down to the left side. Controlled here by number 14. And that is Zoe Young. Young gets the pass through. It is complete as Dino's moving the disc in rapid fire succession. They're near the end zone. Celeste Yu has that one. It's dropped back here to Zoe Young. Young looking to drop it back now into the hands of Daphne Bell. Bell sends that one forward as Bell catches onto it. She's right at the end zone line. Bell looking for an opening, tosses it back instead as exchanging possessions in rapid fire succession here were Team Dino, who were able to get it courtesy of Elisa Eklund, who's able to tie the game at 1 for Dino.
Yeah, and if you don't really know the rosters between these two teams, this Dino squad actually has a lot of former Canyon members who played on Canyon last year.
Take a look at the replay right here. Great disc movement, I should say, Justin, by Dino.
Mm-hmm. That disc with the layout grab by Elisa Eklund, former Canyon player last year.
And perhaps we are seeing some former teammates play against one another here in Canyon and Dino.
You love to see those little former teammate rivalries. You want to play just a bit harder. You know their tendencies. You know how they play. And just a little bit of a grudge match. You just want to play. You just want to win that matchup.
Well, the lacrosse community, or the ultimate community, all sports communities are very tight. The ultimate community, in particular, in the crowd before the game here, I ran into someone I haven't seen since I graduated high school with him.
Wow.
So, it really is a tight-knit community. And like I said, I haven't seen the guy in 3 years since I graduated high school, and he came up to me in the crowd, and he's like, "Are you broadcasting?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, this is it's incredible to see people you never thought that you'd see for a long time."
You'll never know who you see at an ultimate Frisbee tournament. You can see people you haven't seen in forever. I once saw someone who moved away to another country in a tournament to the States, and I'm like, wow, why are you here? So, a very big coincidence, but ultimate community is very tight-knit. You know everybody. Everyone knows you.
So it's a 1-1 score between Dino and Canyon, as Dino still has the disc. Now they'll get set to bring that one back up. And there is the pull. Oh, what power on that pull right there. Oh, at the far side. I believe that was a Dino coach. He had to be very careful to ensure he wasn't hit by it. Outerbridge has it. Outerbridge will play it right down the middle, and we have an interception here, a turnover, and seems like a player is down. And talk about sportsmanship. All players immediately going down to one knee following the player going down.
Yeah, Canyon was a little bit slow to collect that pull there. Dino had a great rip, was able to put it at the front cone, and I just want to see a bit more of an ease of collection to center that disc right away. That first pass was quite difficult, and as soon as the Dino Cup was established, and you see it right here, Dino Cup is immediately established on, and that tough shot just through the gut of the cup, and then the unfortunate contact between the two players there.
And so now we're going to see the disc being played here. I believe it was going to be Canyon possession, but I think we've come to a swift resolution, and the disc will still, yes, indeed, be with Canyon at their own end zone.
Definitely a foul contest there, but Canyon's still in the coffin corner. How will they get out of this one?
So the disc is thrown right down here as it's played back in their own end zone, now to the left side. Here's Max Bigar. Bigar will have it, and they'll throw that one back down, and a great pass there for Avery Outerbridge. Outerbridge looks to get out of danger to Bigar. Back to Outerbridge at the sideline. Outerbridge gets it. And Dino, look at the stifling defense by Dino here. They're not giving any room for Canyon to work with. Oh, a heavy collision here, but luckily everyone seems to be okay.
Yeah, a lot of contact going on in this game. I mean, definitely a grudge match between the two teams, but I don't think there's any ill intent towards that contact. Just 2-3 players jumping for the disc, giving it their all.
Yeah, there you saw Canyon Sarah O'Reilly. And we'll take a look at the replay right here. As the Canyon pass, Sarah O'Reilly tried to reach upward with one hand, but she was instead sandwiched by two Dino players, albeit no ill intent behind it, just two teams competing at an elite level to try and crown themselves as BC's best ultimate team. And I know there's national championships coming up, but I know if I was playing on any one of these teams, I'd want to be having those bragging rights of winning provincials.
Yeah, just being able to, go into nationals confident, being that first seed, because whoever does take the first seed or whoever wins this game here does get the first seed at nationals. So not only do you get the bragging rights, but you also get probably an easier pull at nationals and a better chance at winning CUC.
And so the disc is played back here into Avery Outerbridge's hands. She'll send it now to the left side. Here's Monique Petrachuk. Petrachuk almost intercepted, but the disc is thrown down, and I think this will be picked up by Dino at the end zone. So just outside of the end zone, the Dinos' Zoe Young will have it. Young will just try and play it in somehow. Young plays it in, and that is a score. Dino has taken the lead off of the pass from Young, which gets through, and let the celebrations commence here for that one.
Yeah, Alderbridge definitely frustrated that she wasn't able to guard that cut, but that is the prime system, the Dino system. Did you want to isolate that front player and just give them the entire stall count to get open? Almost impossible to guard, but Alderbridge did a fantastic job shutting down the first 2-3 cuts, and unfortunately just wasn't able to shut down the fourth.
As we see right here in front of us, Justin, Canyon's Claire McJennett, she's back on the sideline. She has her hamstring taped up, and she's able to walk on it and put pressure on it, but doesn't look like back in game shape. She's trying to run it off there, as you can see. It's nice to see her in good spirits, but the question is, will she be in game shape to get back?
Yeah, for the health of the athlete, as much as I want to see her back on the field, she has to worry about her own health. If she potentially plays this game here, she may not be able to play nationals and just make the injury worse. So hopefully she plays it smart, she takes the injury, or she rests the injury, and she just hopes that her team can pull through.
And it's not like there's a long time left till nationals either. It's under a month away.
Yeah, it is a very quick approaching. So I am happy that she is in good spirits. However, not letting the injury, take away her mental. Still in the game, still high spirits. Definitely, rooting on her team.
Will you be heading to nationals?
I will be.
You will be.
My team upset Vortex in the semi-finals. Big win for the boys. Very excited, very emotional, and then we were able to take down Blitz Ultimate for the 5th place game. So we do have a shot at winning CUC entirely, and I'm just hoping, Rain guys, if you're listening to this, you guys should be, not listening to this and should be in the gym. You should be throwing.
Should be already getting ready right after your 5th place game.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there you have it. Wise words from head coach Justin Luna of, you said it was the Richmond Rain, correct?
Richmond Rain, that is correct.
Richmond Rain. And so now we'll see the pull here as the long pull gets right down to center field, and that is where Canyon will begin their possession. No time wasted at all by Canyon. Sarah O'Reilly has the disc. O'Reilly goes to the forehand, drops that one back. It ends up in the hands here of Justine Chang. Chang at the left side, and you see the pivot foot being utilized by Miranda Sun. She's able to complete the pass. It gets through to Madison Zhu. Zhu throws it forward. Here's Fiona Edgell. Edgell has the lone score for Canyon so far in today's game. Sends it to Justine Chang. Chang, a long huck down the other way, and that is incomplete. Kenzie May, with a great effort, bats it out of midair and forces the turnover.
Canyon was doing a great job of working it through the cup and then just a little bit of an errant throw. I would love to see them work it a bit more, being able to get those short passes because it has been working for them.
And so now this is upon where Dino will take over possession and get it right back. As we'll see from the left side, possession comes right to Emily Yee. Yee will have this one, and she'll send it forward to Isabella Chen. Chen plays that one forward and ends up here with Dino Celeste Yu as she tried to play it forward, but that is incomplete. So this one is now going to go back into the hands of Canyon. So we'll have Canyon's Justine Chang. Chang will get this one back. As Chang will drop it here. It comes out to the near side. Oh, the wind plays a factor. As Zhu, what a skyrocketing catch there by Canyon's Kelly Chung. She'll drop it back to Madison Zhu. Zhu sends it forward to Justine Chang. Chang back to this one at the right side. As she'll try and find an opening. The disc is dropped back here to Madison Zhu. And she settles it down to Justine Chang, and then we have a turnover. So Dino will pick it up. And they'll look to get to work. The disc is at the near side. Here is Celeste Yu. Yu drops that one back. As Zoe Young will try and pick it up. It's picked up high up in the air. And this one's with Daly. As you'll see Daly have it. She'll send it out now to the far side, and a bit of an errant pass there for Emily Yee, who was unable to get it. And so nerves are obviously playing a factor here, Justin. It's the final game of the tournament, and there's no denying that both of these teams are feeling the nerves.
Yep, Canyon calls an immediate timeout, trying to recuperate their O-line here, trying to, limit the amount of turns, because it is tiring. It is the second day, the last game for both these teams here. They are definitely feeling the tension in their legs. They're feeling tired, and definitely the pressure from the crowd, because the stadium and the stands are filling up.
A good crowd on hand, we should make mention, watching our contest here today, as Claire McJanet continues to recover on the sideline. And now, if you are Team Canyon, what are you discussing here in the huddle?
Yeah, their short passes have been working. They've been getting it through the cup. They've been able to get a breakthrough. What I want to see a bit more is when they get it through the cup, past those 4 defenders there, we want them to work it through, and we want them to get fast breaks, and we want to see cutters trying to get open.
Let's throw it down now to our very own Chris Cannon standing by with Claire McJanet of Team Canyon.
Testing, testing. I am a guy with a microphone, and here's a random citizen. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Claire. I play for Canyon, and I just hurt myself, so I'm not playing anymore.
Oh, that's a shame, but you're doing a great job keeping score, aren't you? Look at this fantastic scorekeeping over here. How'd you injure yourself?
It was just my hamstring was kind of hurting me before in other games, and then when I first had to sprint, it kind of felt it tear. And
Nothing terribly heroic, I guess.
no, I know, not a layout deer.
Well, better luck next time.
Yeah, I did get the D.
That's heroic.
Thanks.
All right, back to you, Booth.
Thanks, Chris. Wise words there from Chris and Claire McJanet, who explains how she injured herself and now is being tasked as a scorekeeper.
Yep, she seemed to be in high spirits, which you love to see. And, maybe if she's as good of a scorekeeper as she is a Frisbee player, that might be her permanent job from now on, but I would love to see her back on the field.
So after this timeout now, it is going to be Team Canyon with possession of the disc. And so bringing it up, Justine Chang. A bit of an over-the-head pass there by Madison Zhu, who's able to get it back to Justine Chang. Chang flips that one high up in the air, and it's intercepted. Dino with a big interception there as they're looking to bring it back at the near side. Here is Zoe Young. Daly back with this one. She pivots off the disc. It comes right back here as Betsy Yee tries to get it back. It's Emily Yee with possession, and again, Canyon's able to force the turnover. So now Canyon gets the disc right back. Nahal Keshtakarn gets this one back. She'll flip it on the forehand, sends it right through for Sarah O'Reilly. O'Reilly plays this one back for Fiona Edgell. Edgell drops it back here for Madison Zhu. Zhu has it, skyrockets that one high up in the air. That went nowhere but down on the ground. A turnover is forced by Dino. Tegan Nickel will take this one. She'll drop it back for Grace Paley. Paley has possession of the disc, and we have another turnover.
The long points are definitely taking its toll on both these teams here. The excellent decision making that we saw in quarterfinals and semis is no longer present.
Yeah, Zhu sends that one forward, and Miranda Sun back with possession is Justine Chang. And forehand pass, diving desperation catch there by Nahal Keshtakarn. As Nahal Keshtakarn gets that one back, she'll get a drop pass through to Justine Chang, who'll send it to her right. As the disc ends up now forward, here's Nahal Keshtakarn once again, goes to the forward. Oh, that pass is incomplete, as unable to get there was Sarah O'Reilly. And now Dino's looking to respond here as Paley picks it up. Paley with a long huck back down the other way, and that is incomplete. As unable to catch it was Celeste Yu. No time wasted by Canyon here on the opposing drive, and it's intercepted, grabbed out of the air. What a interception, and now a huck to the end zone, it's caught. What a play by Dino, finished off by Celeste Yu. Dino is up 3-1.
What an excellent awareness to see that your cutting player is going deep. You just made an amazing play and able to have that composure and that skill to execute that throw for a quick score for Dino, and that's a break. And what momentum Canyon had on the very first point, scoring that break right away, is now being overtaken by Dino here.
Yeah, let's take another look at that replay there. A left-handed backhand. How often do you see a left-handed backhand being thrown in quick succession and completed there as Celeste Yu is able to get the score?
Not often, but a little fun fact for me, I have coached that player that threw that huck, Grace Paley. I used to coach her back in high school when she was in grade 10, and I'm very happy to see the player she's blossomed into right now.
Well, we said it. Ultimate's a tight-knit community, and there you go again.
And anytime one of my players I've coached does something good, I'll take credit for it. If they've done something bad, I've never met them.
I've never met them.
Never
I have
met
nothing to do with them. Oh, that is incredible from, and a great memory for you as well from coaching her in grade 10 to now broadcasting her game at provincials, the final game, and perhaps a game in which she could become a provincial champion.
Yeah. Grace Paley reigning from, I believe, Eric Hamber. Doing the Griffins proud, but also doing her club team proud now. Dino, excellent composure to make that throw.
So if you're Dino here, what may you be discussing after an incredible play such as that? How do you follow that up?
You just want to keep that pressure on the field. You have the win at your backs now. Canyon is definitely on the back foot. You're looking to really just build that momentum here. Even if you aren't able to punch in another break, if you're able to shake that Canyon offense, make them second-guess throws, make their O-line handlers who have been very stable the entire time have to, think about the throw or think about the next throw, that's good enough, and that's all you can ask for.
And so we shall see a long throw now down to the other end as that one is caught, the two-handed clap. And this one ends right through as the Canyon women are still with possession of the disc. Justine Chang has it. She'll send it now to the far side as the pass is complete. Back to Sarah O'Reilly. O'Reilly finds Myra Vines. Vines back to O'Reilly. Back to Vines. Here's Avery Outerbridge. Outerbridge has it. She'll send it to Vines at the near side. Vines looking for an opening. Goes forehand. A low pass there gets through to Justine Chang. Chang sends that one forward. Outerbridge has it. Here's Avery Outerbridge. Goes to her forehand, and that is caught. And great awareness by Vines to keep her feet within the playing field. Vines has that one. Throws a huck towards the end zone, and it's intercepted. Dinos are able to get this one back. As you see there, the pass, errant pass thrown. Incomplete as well. And Zoe Young was just unable to get there in time.
And the short field turn for Canyon here. They definitely need to punch this one in. You want to get that O-line off the field and get your D-line some reps to, start building the rhythm and mount a comeback.
Here's Avery Outerbridge. She'll drop it back to Myra Vines. Now to Outerbridge. Outerbridge has this one at the left side. She'll look for a pass, and she throws up a prayer, and that gets through. Now to the end zone, and that is incomplete. And you take a look at the reaction there of Monique Petrichuk after she threw the pass, just besides herself. So now Dino will bring possession back. Here's down the middle. A great catch right at the center. An excellent catch by Tallulah Chan. It's now dropped back here and picked up by Zoe Young. Young will send it to her left side. And this one here is now in the hands of Diane Kin, and that's a turnover. It'll be Canyon ball. So Canyon will take this one. Avery Outerbridge now to the near side. Myra Vines has it. Vines throws it forward, and that is a clap catch. That's complete. Here is Ella Vaziri. Vaziri getting some time here, playing out on the floor or on the field, and that is intercepted. That was, my apologies, that was a turnover. And again, turnovers right on the end zones. You can tell the fatigue may be starting to catch up.
Yeah, as the day gets longer, the wind does get a bit stronger. So all these points do matter, especially if it's going to be a low-scoring game with the wind. You need to punch in every single opportunity you have.
And now Dino is looking to do just that as they head down the other end of the field. It's Suki Liang. And a turnover forced. And look at the reaction from Canyon right there. That's Stella McNair with that reaction. And no, check that. That was Monique Petrichuk. So she's been fairly animated in today's game. Justine Chang has it, and it's intercepted. Dino looking to come back down the other way in rapid fire succession. Oh, what a catch. Incredible catch by Zoe Young. as Young will drop that one back. Oh, Bell tried a bit of gamesmanship there, did Daphne Bell. And so I think they called for a foul there, but now are able to come to a resolution. It's hard to believe we had observers for the first game, and then we never had observers after that.
Yeah, I think all the observers were observing the games to go, so those ones are a bit more hotly contested. You know, pride is on the line. You want to go to nationals there. Temper's going to flare a bit more here, but, you know, love to see a little bit of orange sprinkle the field. Maybe get a little bit of correct calling.
So Daphne Bell has that one. She throws a hot down to the other end of the end zone, and that is incomplete. As Daphne Bell tried to throw up a prayer, and Elisa Eklund was unable to get there. So with that, we're still at a 3-1 score here for Dino over Canyon. And about 39 minutes left on the clock. Still lots of time left to decide this one. It's Avery Outerbridge. Outerbridge, a long throw there, and that is complete. Olivia Atkinson's able to get to it. Atkinson at the left side. That one is thrown forward. Here is Suki Liang. Liang gets the pass through towards the end zone, and that one reaches Daphne Bell. Bell has it at the right side. She'll look for options. Bell drops that one back. A lateral pass gets through here for Dino. Kathy Huang has it. Huang plays that one right to the end zone, and they score. Tessa Bell scores another for Dino, who are now up 4-1.
Yep, those Bell twins are absolutely putting in work. Fun fact, Tessa Bell and Daphne Bell, both twins, daughter of Jeff Bell, the photographer. Daphne played Canyon last year, while Tessa chose to play Dino. So maybe a little bit of twin rivalry there, but now coming together on the same team with both Bell twins in full force.
One's from North Vancouver and one is from Vancouver. And so, as we know, battle there is on the line. As it's interesting to see how both of these teams are reacting following the sequences. And I think Canyon realizes that they are not out of this contest at all. As we see our camera pointed down, we're getting set for an interview here down at floor level, at the field level. Chris Cannon standing by.
Hi, I'm a guy with a microphone. This is a human being on the sideline. This is Brian Gissel, Tournament Director, Vice President of the World Flying Disc Federation, head of the British Columbia Ultimate Society, and he promised that he would give his entire spiel here in rap format. Rhyme for me, Brian.
Fantastic event here. 40 teams from all across the province, biggest BCUC ever. Really happy to be sending 15 teams to CUCs in Edmonton. Weather is glorious. Beautiful facility here out here in Surrey, and we're really happy to have Trick Shot here doing the filming.
Poetry is dead. Back to you in the booth.
How about it? Poetry is dead.
Poetry is dead. Maybe we'll see a bit of poetry in motion perhaps on this field.
Oh, quite the reference, eh? With obviously, hey, he asked for rap. I can tell you a rap album just released. And Travis Scott just released his most recent album. I think yesterday it was.
And how was it? I didn't know he released an album.
He did. It was a very quiet launch. I mean, with rap albums being released today, they're often released they're announced about the day before they are released. But back to our contest here as Dino set the pull. And picking it up will be Canyon. Here it is, Madison Zhu, an interception. What a play there by Dino. And so here is Grace Paley. Paley throws a left-handed catch. What a catch by Lisa Ng. Ng is able to make the catch through. I see a Bonnie down near the end zone. It's Emily Yee who has it. Yee will drop that one back. Grace Paley has possession of the disc for Dino. Paley throws it out to her left. No defensive coverage out there on the left side. Watching Tegan Nickel. Nickel has it right down the center. Tegan Nickel going to her forehand. Throws it to Paley. Paley looking for an opening as Paley tried to drop it back. She's watched by the defensive coverage, and that one played right forward near the end zone. And it's picked up here by Emily Yee, but we have a call on the field.
I believe a travel call. She walked into the end zone, so she'll walk it back out, get a disc tap, and then we're live again.
And there it is. We are live. Yi has this one. Emily Yi will drop that one back. A bit of a give and go. And a foul called here by Dino. Hold.
Yeah, we saw the Canyon player get a little bit of a hand in there, and the disc bobbled a bit, but Dino player is saying that maybe when she was going for the second chance, her hand got grabbed.
Nahal Kestegaren is disputing the call here. She doesn't believe that she held on, but the play will now go back to Grace Paley. So Grace Paley has that one, and play will resume as Paley sends it into the end zone, and that is complete. Isabella Chen will get the score, and Dino is up 5-1.
A very dominant performance by this Dino squad here. If you looked at the semifinal matchups and you looked at the scores, they were both sort of blowouts, but Canyon was able to beat Dusk a little bit faster, and they looked a little bit more dominant in that game, and Dino did look a little shaky in their game against Vortex, but here's to prove that maybe those semifinal games didn't matter at all, and the only thing that matters is this last game here on Championship Sunday.
But then also we have to remember, not in the lineup currently is Claire McJanet.
McJanet was a very big, force and a big player for this Canyon squad, so the loss is quite huge.
This gives us a chance to tell you about our friends at VC Ultimate. VC Ultimate is Vancouver Ultimate's preferred apparel provider. VC Ultimate has been producing the world's best ultimate apparel since 1998 locally in Canada, featuring recycled materials and gender-free fits. VC puts quality and community first. Find high-quality apparel, discs, and accessories for yourself or equip your team with custom gear at vcultimate.com. So as we see Canyon here at the near side, visibly looking a bit dejected as they're now down 5-1, but this game is nowhere close to being over. A lot can still be decided.
Yeah, with windy games like these, if you just get one upwind break and you're able to get the second one, you can just rally back with a lot of momentum, especially when the wind is high, the throws are going to pop or the throws are going to sink. You have to think about every throw, and the team that has the stronger mental and that's able to battle through the conditions will be able to pull through and win BCUCs.
Yeah, so we see Team Canyon as they continue to discuss strategy over. And for Team Canyon, if you were in their place, what can you really draw up here down 5-1 in the championship game, Justin?
You just got to trust in your players, trust that they're going to make the right choices here. They've proven that they're a good team. They can run their system, and they're able to make great cuts with excellent players. They just got to put in a little bit more effort here and, just play Frisbee.
And so the disc is now at the far side. It's set right down in the middle. Now, at the near side, a great play by Dino getting back. And now a chance for them to capitalize on the break point as it goes right to the end zone. And that is complete. Break point here for Dino. And they further extended their lead courtesy of Zoe Young. This is now 6-1.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. You definitely wish you could have that one back. We'll take a little bit of a look at the replay here. We see that Dino end zone in full force. They're just looking to isolate one player really close to the disc, and all of the players on Dino are able to hit those inside throws, those around throws, just opening up the field for the cutters, knowing that no matter what space you're in, all you have to do is find the open space, and you can expect the disc to come.
So with Dino being leading now 6-1, we saw a much closer matchup in the open division version of this matchup, but Dino's leaving no stone unturned here in the women's championship game.
Yeah, Canyon, who looked very dominant at Misfit Cup, and were actually able to take down Dino, the defending two-time national champions, are looking a little bit shaky here. Obviously, the injury to McJanet is very big, but this Canyon squad is riddled with talent, great coaching staff all around, great throwers, great cutters, lots of athleticism. You would hope to see a little bit more discipline with the disc here.
Well, this also gives us a chance to tell you about our friends at Friction Gloves. Friction Gloves are passionate about Ultimate and providing players with the gear they need to play their best. Their gloves are designed to improve your throws and catches no matter the weather conditions. Get Friction Gloves to improve your game at frictiongloves.com. to your point, Justin, you'd figure that perhaps Canyon needs to be a bit more disciplined with the disc in their attempts to get back and try and get back in this game and looking to match their open division counterparts and defeating Dino to become provincial champions.
Yeah, and it all starts with the opening pull here. I've seen it happen a lot of times where the pull is going to go up and Canyon isn't quite able to center it right away. They're just not rushing the pull. This was a tough one because it's going to start on the sideline here, but in points past, they've been a little lax to get to the disc and put it back to the middle, and now, once again, they're starting on the sideline.
So Fiona Edgell will have this one at the right side. She'll tap it in. Edgell goes overhead for Justine Chang. Back to Edgell. Fiona Edgell pivots. Forehand pass attempt is incomplete. So Dino will take over here. And again, those short field turnovers, they are going to continue to cost Canyon. There's a long throw, a forehand throw to the end zone. What a catch! An incredible catch there with the left hand by Elisa Eklund, and Dino is dominating.
These former Canyon players who are now on Dino are just driving a nail into the coffin right now. They are, getting layouts, getting big blocks, throwing great passes here. And I wonder what the response is here from Canyon.
Let's take a look at the replay right here. Look at Eklund on the layout, just gets it with her left hand. Absolutely incredible.
Fun fact, I did coach Elisa Eklund as well.
Oh, so you're going to take credit for that?
I will take credit for that one. When she was in grade 5, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah. I also coached the player that also threw that disc, Georgia Baldry, in disc golf, but not ultimate. So a little bit more of a throwing thing. So I'll also take credit for that one.
So 7-1, we are at our designated halftime now, and we will now get a chance to hear from our friends at VC Ultimate.
Is he ready?
Hi, I'm a guy with a microphone. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Tessa, and I play for Dino. I'm Daphne, and I also play for Dino.
And what are your full names?
Tessa Bell, Daphne Bell,
Well, that's a coincidence. Why is that such a coincidence?
because we're twins. Yeah,
You're supposed to say because we're twins.
yeah. Because we're twins at the same time.
What do you like most about Ultimate?
I like being in a team and working together, focusing on spirit, but then also relying on each other, working together, and bringing each other up.
Sounds like something a coach told you to say. Now, tell me your true thoughts. Why do you like playing Ultimate?
I like working hard and like helping my team in the best way I can, and it's just really exciting.
You buying this? They like getting sweaty and getting hurt. That's what they like, right? Right. Lots of fun. Good. Are you going to be playing for the national team anytime soon?
Well, we're going on the development team down to Costa Rica tomorrow, actually, so that's pretty exciting. Yeah. 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 I don't know what else to say.
Good? All right, we got that. Thanks much. You guys, good luck. Oh, they want to say stuff about their team. We still on? Oh, let's say some stuff about our team.
We're just really happy with how hard our D-line in particular is working, and we couldn't do it without them, and we're going to keep locked in for the rest of the half, and we're excited to work hard towards nationals. Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious that we're just sticking to our systems, doing what's right and working hard, and I'm really proud of our team.
These are some well-coached children, I can tell you what. They must have some terrific ultimate lineage. Good luck, kids.
Thanks so much, Chris. Justin, can you tell they're twins?
I have coached both of them at the same time, and man, did I get their name wrong every single time. It was a little unfortunate. I would hope to get it right maybe 50% of the time, just to sort of drive in that it would be the average, but I can never tell Daphne and Tessa apart, and I still can't to this day.
Well, for the fans at home wondering who's who, Daphne is number 28 on Dino, and number 55 is Tessa Bell. And if we heard correctly in the interview, they're actually heading down on Team Canada's development roster down to Costa Rica tomorrow. So not much of a rest after all for the Bell twins.
Hopefully they have a lot of fun playing in Costa Rica. The Pan American Ultimate Championship, the Youth Championship will be definitely fun. Great for all these young athletes to experience the world stage, and what better place to play Ultimate than sunny Costa Rica.
I heard they have great smoothies down there.
I would love to try one. Maybe the twins will bring me one back.
Here's hoping. Might have to go down and let them know after the game. Say, hey, I was your coach. I got you to this point, so I think I deserve a smoothie.
And since I did coach both of them, they each have to bring me back one.
Fair enough. All right, as we get set for the second half of play here, Dino is leading Canyon 7-1, and the winner of this game will be crowned as BC's best ultimate team in the women's division. Now, for the second half, as we'll get set for the poll, Justin, what would you like to see from Canyon?
I just want to see Canyon center that pull a bit faster and get into their set a bit faster. It's really difficult, and I don't blame the players for turning over the disc, because it's really hard to get into that rhythm when the wind is blowing and you have to think about every throw and you're shaky about them. But just relying on that confidence, all the reps you threw and all the discs you threw before this game should come back, and it should all be muscle memory here.
And so now Dino will get set for the pull. As you see, the coaching staff for Canyon, head coach Simon McNair, assistant coach is Katie Wong, Stephen Pace also an assistant coach, and Wendy LeChang is one of the assistant coaches. For Dino, the coaching staff, head coach Victoria Lam, assistant coach Mayu Shiraiwa, assistant coach Jamie Jung, and assistant coach Danae Jan. This is a Dino team that placed first at CUC in 2023 and 24, two-time defending national champions, and the first team at last year's BC Ultimate Championship as well. They're looking to go back-to-back.
And once again, a sideline pull, and Canyon already has their work cut out for them.
So this pass is sent through here for Fiona Edgell. As she'll drop it back, Myra Vines picks it up. Vines tries to send it back here at the left side, and the overhand throw is complete. As you see, Canyon looking to go work right out of halftime. Pass sent is through Fiona Edgell, and that is incomplete. Dino with the turnover. Forced turnover here by Dino as they're able to get the ball back. And we'll see Dino moving possession of the disc as this one comes right down here. Emily Yee tries to gain possession of it, but we have a turnover here again. Canyon will pick it up. Fiona Edgell has the disc. Edgell, oh, she misplayed it, but a foul called by Edgell.
I think she believes that she did have the disc in both hands and stopped rotation, so she perhaps is calling a strip, which for the fans at home who don't really watch Ultimate Frisbee is when the offensive player catches the disc and the defensive player knocks it out of their hands when the offensive player should have been kept there. But it seems to be a contested foul, so it will go back to the original thrower.
So getting the disc now will indeed be Team Canyon. As it's dropped back here, Avery Outerbridge will try and pick it up at the near side. Here's Myra Vines. Vines has it for Canyon. She'll throw it forward. Here is Fiona Edgell. Edgell will send that one back to Nahal Kestkarn. Kestkarn trying to pick it up. A long stretch pass. It ends up through the lateral pass. Goes through the swing. The drop pass here sent back for Avery Outerbridge. Outerbridge sends it forward. Great disc movement by Canyon. Miranda Sun has it. She'll drop it back to Myra Vines. Vines goes for the forehand pass. Kestkarn receives it. Kestkarn looking to find an opening. The marker is counting as Kestkarn tries to get it through. She's able to get it through before the count. Another pass back for Kestkarn, who goes to the end zone. That is incomplete.
Outerbridge definitely wishes she could get that one back, but I see the look she was going for. She was trying to milk that disc. I just want to see them secure the passes a bit earlier. You don't have to go for the score all the time. Just have to make sure the disc stays in your hands.
So possession will now be in Dino's hands. And as the pass from the right side. Oh, what a pass! Incredible pass there. As I believe Diane Kin got through for that pass at the right side. She'll send it forward. Look at the feisty defense here by Canyon. No room given to Dino. As we have a foul called here, perhaps. I think there was marginal contact.
She seems to be shaking out her hand, so maybe her hand got hit when the Dino player was crashing through. But no ill intent, of course. Just two teams playing as hard a frisbee as they can.
Zoe Young will now have possession here as she looks on. This is actually Diane Kin who has possession of the disc. And so Kin has it at the right side. She'll try and flip it forward now to the far side. A bit of a long huck's thrown back down the other way. And that is caught! Incredible! An incredible pass there caught by Dino. And if I hadn't seen it all here, just incredible passing all around from the Dinos women's team as they'll throw it now to the end zone, and that is incomplete. Trying to get there was Lena Duffield. And let's take a look at this replay once again. What a effort going downhill. And with that, the pass now comes back through and it's intercepted. So now Dino will retake possession just outside, and they'll look to throw it in, and there it is. Another score here for Dino, but we have a stoppage of play.
I believe that is Outerbridge, who did hit the turf quite hard, wasn't able to secure the first catch, and gave it her all for the second. Hopefully she's okay, hopefully just a little winded, but you'd love to see the effort out there to try to secure that disc.
So as we see the teams now taking a knee, as the coach will attend to the fallen player. Keep in mind, this Canyon women's team is already playing without Claire McJanet. And Outerbridge is just a very important part of the team, as is McJanet. So we'll have to see how this one does fare out, but she seems to be okay and is able to shake it off.
Hopefully just a little winded, and hopefully we'll see her back on the next point.
And so I believe there will be a replay of the previous play, and Dino will still wait in to get the score.
Yeah, we're in a very dangerous position here. Dino absolutely loves to get it in the front of the end zone here. And we'll see them make millions of cuts to try to get open for the disc. And it seems that one of the Dino players is already quite open, so let's see what happens here.
So here we go, right at the end line. Sunny Sue tries to get the pass across and is able to get it in. And another score here for Team Dino. And that, I believe, is going to be Emma Falk getting the score and the credit on that, as Dino is now up once again. Let's take a look at the replay right here, Justin.
Yeah, they love that front of cone, front stack plays. They are not looking to reset that disc. They are looking to score, score, score.
And now they're up 8-1, 5 scores away from a provincial championship. So now this gives us a chance to tell you about our friends at Friction Gloves. Friction Gloves are passionate about Ultimate and providing players with the gear they need to play their best. Their gloves are designed to improve your throws and catches no matter the weather conditions. Get Friction Gloves to improve your game at frictiongloves.com. So we'll now see Dino come off the field and get ready for the pull here, as Canyon is down big to Dino. Game's not over by any stretch of the imagination. Anything can still happen, but Dino certainly has to be happy for their performance up until this point.
Yeah, if there's any chance for Canyon to make a comeback, they need to start playing quick. The time is running out. They have been making excellent progress, dicing it through the cup, being able to find those open mids who are able to find that continuation pass, but just one or two passes where you're a little bit reckless or you're a little bit careless, can, end all that progress you made up the field, and then you have to go play defense again. We see the Canyon coaching staff. I believe that is Wendy Chang out there, hopefully telling the girls to, keep up the tempo, keep up the pace, and just believe in themselves.
Belief, that's the biggest thing right there. Having belief, having confidence, and confidence in your team and in your system in trying to get yourselves back in this contest. As Dino will bring this one all the way down to the other end, and that is caught. The clap catch is complete. As you see, Canyon will try and now move it. Here's Justine Chang. Chang will drop it back. A backhand pass is completed to Stella McNair. McNair plays that one forward to Kaylee Chung. Here is McNair. Stella McNair has it at the right side, uses the pivot foot, plays the disc forward for Cadence Lee. Lee has it. Some very unfamiliar names out there right now for Canyon. Here's Justine Chang. Now to McNair. Players that normally we haven't seen on the O-line in today's contest, and that was an incomplete throw. Now back down the other way. A long huck thrown the other way and unable to connect there were both Lisa Eng as well as Grace Paley.
A little bit of heat on that downwind huck there. I want to see a little bit more loft. You are going downwind, so you're going to have to put that disc a bit higher in the air because it is going to zip a lot faster than you expect.
So we'll now see getting possession back will be Canyon, as they'll have a chance to send it right back down the other way. The ball, or the disc, is playing to the end zone and comes back out now to the near side. Here's Justine Chang. Chang, she'll have it. She'll throw it forward as it ends up back with Max Bigar. Bigar has that one back. It's sent right down the middle. Kaylee Chung will try and get it back. Here's Justine Chang. And now utilizing the swing pass a lot are Canyon as they're able to get that pass through. Max Bigar has it, but a stoppage of play called.
I believe that one of the Dino players is calling the Canyon player out of bounds, and I believe she retracted her call and back in Canyon hands.
So Canyon still has possession of the disc. They'll try and drop that one back. It is complete. Justine Chang has it. So Chang will immediately look to begin play. As the disc is tapped in, Chang has it at the far side. It ends up back here into the hands of Max Bigar. Bigar flips that one back. It's almost intercepted, but they're able to keep possession going. Here's Max Bigar. She'll drop it back. Kaylee Chung has possession now to the near side. Pass is complete to Stella McNair. McNair plays it down to the near side, and the pass is complete once again to Fiona Edgell. Edgell looking for help, plays it over the shoulder, and that is incomplete. Massive turnover there for Canyon as Dino picks it right up. Here's Paley. Paley has it. She'll swing it to the left side. Another turnover here as Paley turned it over, but she's calling for something and then retracts her call.
I believe
Paley, it is going to stand.
I believe Paley is calling a foul. Probably got her arm hit on the throw, and I believe it's an uncontested foul.
And so here's Paley. She'll send it now to the left side as that pass is complete. Getting possessions, Tegan Nickel to the end zone and incomplete. So Canyon will regain possession of the disc. And it's tapped in. And it comes out now to Stella McNair, who'll play it out to the near side. Batted away. Great hustle there by Dino. They're able to get it out of bounds, and it will still stay now with Dino to the end zone, and that is complete. Emily Yee finishes it off, and Dino's now up 9-1.
The quick flip after the turnover catches Canyon, the Canyon offense, who now all of a sudden have to play defense off guard, and they just didn't pick up their checks fast enough, and a bit too easy of a score for Dino here.
So now with Dino being 4 scores away, if you're Dino, how do you get there?
You just play the same game you've been playing all day long. It seems to be working. Nothing seems to be, no team seems to be contesting them here at Newton Athletic. So what better way to win the game than doing the same thing you did the entire day, just running the game plan that your coaches set out for you.
To your point, it's working to perfection now. It's working to their plan the way they want it to be. So why shy away from what works? It's like the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it.
And one thing I want to highlight here is that Dino end zone. They do want to attack that front cone here. And if you notice quickly, they'll attack that upline space. If it's not there, they're immediately looking for that inside there. So I would love to see Canyon sort of key on that. They've been doing it all game. And just protecting that front cone a bit. Just have every player do their job. Make sure the mark is just protecting one side, and the defender on the cutter is just protecting the open side as well.
Quick shout out to our friends at the London Pub. The London Pub is Main Street's best venue for sports, bar games, and gathering with your team. See their menu and location at londonpubvan.com. And so you see both coaches still talking to their teams. As for Canyon, they're 4 scores away. Or check that for Dino, they're 4 scores away from a back-to-back provincial title. A team that's back-to-back national champions already, just a program that seems unstoppable. And it is only going to continue to grow stronger and stronger with the rise of ultimate players in the community. So we have chants underway here from the Canyon women's team. I see some of the Canyon Open team out here supporting as well.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about Ultimate Frisbee here is you get both teams, who both know what it's like to battle, just cheering each other on to the very end.
So we'll now see the disc is at the far side. It's with Avery Outer Bridge. Outer Bridge. We'll have it at the right side. She'll drop that one back to Madison Zoo, and that is dropped. Another turnover here by Canyon. And again, short field turnovers, Justin.
Yeah, and Canyon just needs to find the rhythm here. Every throw is looking shaky. They just need to find a way to get back to the way they used to play.
So now Dino will look to throw it in the end zone. What a catch! Elisa Eklund says, let me take that. Snatches it in the end zone. And Dino's got another. They're up to double digits.
Let's take a look at that replay there. Elisa Eklund. Big in the sky for Dino here.
Yeah, very much. Well, as we continue on with that replay, and Dino is up by a 10-1 score. So we'll now throw it down to our very own Chris Cannon, who is standing by down the field. Chris?
Hi, I'm a random guy with a microphone. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Fiona Edgell. I play for Canyon. I'm just having fun.
Just having fun?
Yeah, doing my best too.
What's the most important thing about Ultimate?
Have fun, in my opinion.
Slightly more important than that.
Work hard.
One more thing. Getting scars. Getting scars. Massive layout D. I think the first point, if I'm not mistaken, in the end zone over there, right?
Score, actually. It's a score, actually.
Sorry, not D. Layout score. Layout, fantastic layout score. You want to show them? You getting that? This is what Ultimate's about, getting scars.
All about it, yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much, Chris. Incredible words with Fiona Edgell, and she shows that Ultimate is a game of battle. You will get battle scars, and I mean, who knows it better than you, Justin? You've been playing Ultimate for the longest of times, and you've been coaching as well. There probably have been some battle scars that you've endured over the years.
Yeah, I played for UBC. I unfortunately, tried to qualify for nationals every year. Tried 6 years in a row. Had to watch my veterans, cry that we weren't able to make it. But in my very last year, all my dreams came true. We were able to beat the University of Victoria in the game to go and experienced my first and last college nationals.
A long pull down the other end, and
oh no. That is not good for Canyon right now.
Very much, as this one is forced downfield. It gets right through. Here is Ella Vaziri. And I saw Dino celebrating as soon as that throw went long, and it's caught by McJanet, who is not in the game, but she's on the sideline doing her best as scorekeeper. And there's and look at her reaction. She's like, yay, I caught it. So now there's a long throw back down, all the way down in the end zone, and that is incomplete. Incredible effort there by Dino's number 10, but just unfortunately unable to get it done. Georgina Baldry with that last throw there, and now Canyon gets it back in their own end zone. Here is Avery Outerbridge, and that's a turnover. Again, a short field turnover. Dino's looking to capitalize as they'll play that one right down up ahead Kin gets it back. At the right side. It's played back out here. Collected by Elisa Eklund. Eklund has had some highlight reel plays. Will she add another of catch on the forehand? And that is incomplete.
Just not quite the throw I believe Elisa was expecting there. I think she was looking more for that inside throw, but great effort to lay her body out on the line to try to secure that disc. Despite the score, she is playing hard, and she is playing with intensity.
10-1 is the score as Dino continues to build on this lead over Canyon. A game clock showing about 5 minutes and 11 seconds of time remaining, and that's an incomplete pass from Canyon. So Dino will take over here at the right side. The disc ends up through here with into the hands of Dino's number 30, Dora Chen, and that is thrown incomplete. A long huck back down the other way. It's a Hail Mary necessarily, but that is incomplete. So taking it will be Canyon's. Once again, my apologies, that is Dino's number 10, Georgina Baldry. She gets the pass through now to the near side. It's into the hands of Tallulah Chan. Chan has it, sends the pass through, and that ends up back into the hands of Dino's Lena Duffield. Here is Tallulah Chan, and that is an interception. So Canyon will get possession right back. It comes out to Avery Outerbridge. Outerbridge has it at the right side. She'll throw it right down the middle. Here's Nahal Keshkarn. Keshkarn gets it back. She'll go for the forehand throw. That is complete. Here's Avery Outerbridge. Outerbridge try to drop it back. What a catch there by Outerbridge. As it ends up here with Monique Petrachuk. Petrachuk skyrockets one high up into the floor. And unable to catch that one down at the field was Miranda Sun.
You've said Miranda Sun's name a lot here. A very crucial handler for this Canyon squad, and also laying it out on the line here.
And so now it's with Dora Chen. She'll play it forward, and it just seems now that both teams are turning the disc over far too much. And here's Keshkarn. She'll go for a long huck back down the other way. That is incomplete.
It's really hard to get these upwind hucks going. That wind is going to push against the disc and blow it back. I would love to see a couple more short passes out of this Canyon squad. They've been excellent in doing it.
And so Dino gets the disc right back at the near side. They'll play that one forward. And that is caught. It's settled down here. Now going to the forehand. Oh, what a catch. As Dino is able to get a catch through. It ends up with Betsy. Check that. That is number 12, Kieran Ferguson. Ferguson picks it up. She flips it up ahead. Here's Tallulah Chan. Chan has this one drop back. It's right down the middle, and it's intercepted here by Nahal Keshkarn. Keshkarn will have it back. She'll send it right back the right side. As a long pass, and the second attempt is successful for Miranda Sun. Sun has it, forehand catch, and that is incomplete. Dino will regain possession of the disc.
You definitely see the fatigue playing on this Canyon squad right now, as well as the Dino squad. Taking their time to the disc. It's a little bit more effort here, and they can punch it in to make it 11-1.
And so Dino will take this one up ahead. Georgina Baldry. Baldry sends it to her right side. As going now to the backhand. That is complete. Tallulah Chan has it. Chan at her right side. She's looking for options. Goes to the forehand to the end zone, and that is caught. Incredible catch there by Elisa Eklund. Who else but her? In my opinion, the rightful candidate for MVP for this matchup. Elisa Eklund's made it 11-1.
Eklund really driving the nail in the coffin here against her former team Canyon.
Let's take a look at the replay. As you see, what are you seeing here from Dino that caused this play and caused Eklund to get open here, Justin?
Yeah, we see Baldry coming under for the disc. Baldry, one of the big throwers for Dino here, able to, utilize her bag of throws to be creative and get it open. But if you're too locked in on Baldry going under, Eklund was able to slip by, get into that space that Baldry cleared up, and, if you put the disc up for Eklund, I don't think she's lost that battle yet.
This gives us a chance to talk about our friends at VC Ultimate. VC Ultimate is Vancouver Ultimate's preferred apparel provider. VC Ultimate has been producing the world's best ultimate apparel since 1998, locally in Canada. Featuring recycled materials and gender-free fits, VC puts quality and community first. Find high-quality apparel, discs, and accessories for yourself or equip your team with custom gear at vcultimate.com. So, Dino now up 11-1. 2 scores from Dino will seal the deal with our contest. With time winding away here in the scheduled time before the air horn will sound. So we'll wait and see how this one finishes off, as Dino is looking poised to successfully clinch the back-to-back title at the provincial level. And so it's going to be interesting to see how all this finishes out. It's been an incredible day of calling ultimate action here at Surrey's Newton Athletic Park. As you see the pole there, Dino will come back to collect this one. It's sent right down the middle. Grace Paley will be there. Paley throws a long huck down to the end zone, and Dino with the interception here. So Dino will bring the disc back. It comes out now to the near side. As Dino will get this one back. As the disc from the sidelines thrown in, and it's wandered down here by Fiona Edgell. And Canyon will regain possession close to the end zone.
And I believe a call on the field. Oh, nope, stays in Canyon hands here.
Canyon will hold on to it. Avery Outerbridge picks it up. Outerbridge, and a big collision there. And is able to control this one was Fiona Edgell. It's sent right back up top to Edgell. She still has it. Goes to her forehand. Edgell drops that one back to Kayla Orth. Orth, forehand, backhand, plays it forward. Ella Vaziri has it. Vaziri plays it now to her right wing side. Vaziri back for this one's Fiona Edgell. She plays it right to the end zone inside. Avery Outerbridge has it outside the line. Outerbridge just drops that one back, and that is caught. Oh, it took a couple of bounces, but it's still caught by the Canyon as Avery Outerbridge has possession of the disc. Outerbridge just throws one overhead pass, and that is caught. Canyon gets another, and love seeing the celebration from Team Canyon.
That is the confidence that we've been looking for from this Canyon squad. Just the absolute, trust in your teammate to cut open, and the trust that hammer is going to come up. We'll see it right here. Disc in the hands of number 32, Canyon here. A cut to the break side. No hesitation at all on that hammer, and a great catch to secure it for the second Canyon point of the game.
Yeah, so Canyon is now trailing by 9. Time has expired on our clock here, so we will be hearing the air horn very soon, and that will signal the end of not just this game, but the end of the 2025 BC Ultimate Championships.
Quite a number of shocking upsets here at this tournament. Canyon overtaking Dino here in the open final. And then a little bit of a shocking performance here by the Canyon women's team, with the injury of one of the crucial...
Claire
McJanet, thank you. One of the crucial Canyon players here. Hopefully they'll be able to bounce back at Nationals and have a bit better of a showing there.
That is the hope. Obviously, when we were first told about this tournament, there were 7 open spots, 8 women's spots at the Canadian Ultimate Championship. So there will be a chance for these teams to place at Nationals. And I mean, you talked about it earlier on. Your team, the Richmond Rain, placed 5th in the Open division, and they will be at Nationals as well.
Yep, Richmond Rain. Shout out those guys. Keep shouting them out. Very proud of them. I feel like a proud father of 24.
As you should.
Proud father of 24.
As you said, you coached your team to a very respectable finish here at this tournament, and they'll have a chance to compete to be Canada's best team.
Yeah, and speaking of the qualifying teams here, the other qualifying teams for the women's division, we have Canyon and Dino, then Dusk, Vortex, Helios, Nitro, And you hear the horn go off. Rain women's and vintage women's all qualifying for the 8 CUC spots on the women's side there.
So this is going to be the final play of the game here, as you'll see the long throw down to the other end. And Dino will pick it up. And I believe this will be the final point of the game, I should emphasize that. So this is sent back as Bell picks it up. That's Daphne Bell. She'll drop it back to Zoe Young. Young sends that one back now to the right side. It's controlled by Kathy Huang. Huang, a bit of a long pass down. Bell is able to get there, but unfortunately not in time to keep it going for Dino. And so Dino will get this one back. This is number 8 or number 18, I should say, for Team Dino, Tallulah Chan. And Dino will now get it back. A bit of a quick give and go there. Daphne Bell unable to get there. McNair will pick it back up for Canyon. So McNair will look to perhaps go forehand, maybe backhand. She throws a forehand pass, and that is caught. An incredible catch there by Kaylee Chung. Chung will play back down to the near side, and she finds Max Bigar. Bigar plays it now forward, and that ends up right at the line. Not inside, though, and that catch is incomplete.
Just unable to get the second chance efforts there. Those are difficult discs to grab. They're coming in hot at weird angles. A lot of focus is required to get those discs.
Yeah, you said it best here, Justin, as Dino has the disc. They'll throw it back down. Here's Bell. They'll swing it back down the left side. So now, on the right side, the disc goes right back down. It ends up now to the left side. Controlled and sent to Bell. Bell with a big give and go. It's sent right up ahead and forward. As they're looking to seal the deal here, Suki Liang has it. Liang at the right side throws it near the end zone. And Dino still controls on Elisa Eklund. Eklund now throws it in, and that is caught by Elisa Eklund. And Eklund will get the point. The celebration is underway. Back-to-back provincial titles for Dino's women's team.
And how fitting for Eklund, who came up with some amazing grabs and showcased a lot of effort and heart to seal the deal for Dino here.
So, unless I am mistaken, I believe we do have the hard cap. The game is not yet over.
One more point.
There is one more point still to be played. I think we play as it was for the as it was for the men's side. There's still, I believe it's ultimate point, not ultimate point, but there is another chance here. It's a 2-possession. You have to have 2 scores after the air horn to seal the deal. A lot of time and effort has been sent into making this tournament possible. There's been a lot of people who have contributed to making this tournament possible, so the teams will line up, and it will be another possession here for Dino.
Yeah, despite the score here for Canyon, you do just want to end on a high note here. You don't want to end the tournament with getting scored on one more time. You just want to end in a way that, while you're not happy with the result of the game, you do at least have a couple of highlights or high points that you can look back on and use those to build yourself into a better team.
So we shall keep play going as Dino will control and receive, or they will throw the pole down the other way, and they have the right person for the job in their team. As you see, Georgina Baldry, who has been known to have so much power on her throw, just will be the one to throw the pole here.
Yeah, Baldry might be one of the strongest throwers on the women's side in BC, just able to generate so much power, and especially in these upwind scenarios here, that's what you need. You need a strong thrower to just cut through the wind.
So Baldry will get ready to throw the disc. And here's the pull. A long throw. It ends up right at center field, and then it's going to be picked up by Canyon. And so beginning This one right here will be Avery Outerbridge. Outerbridge, a long huck back down to the other end of the floor, or the field, I should say, and that is just outside of the line. So this is going to go back with Dino. And they will control possession of the disc. Now, if you're Dino on this play here, Justin, what would you like to see?
Just want to see the same thing that's been happening all game. Calm possession, maybe better choices, but that still works for the Dino team here. It seems like everything has been working for them here.
Here's Ferguson. Kieran Ferguson has it. She'll swing it now to the near side, controlled by Georgina Baldry. Baldry sends it right back down the middle. Into the hands of Tallulah Chan. As Chan's able to get the diving pass through, it comes out now to the near side. Here's Dora Chen. Chen has this one, will get a look for the quick pass rather instead to Tallulah Chan. Chan has it at the near side here for Dino. Able to get the pass through to Suki Liang. Now to Baldin, and she's able to score. And now let the celebration commence as it's back-to-back provincial titles. They're looking to make it 3-time national titles, but back-to-back provincial titles here for the Dino women's team.
An excellent game by this Dino squad. Just able to execute on all fronts, offensively, defensively, in zone, in person. And what a way to top it all off. The disc gets the ball right here. Able to just bend the disc in such a great way for an excellent score.
Quite the throw it was, and quite the score to finish it all off, as the 13 score target has been reached, and Dino is now on top of the BC Ultimate World. The women's team gets it done here in Surrey. An incredible way to cap off an incredible day of ultimate action all throughout this tournament. And just no question that Dino came to play, and they came here to compete, and were able to walk away with a big-time win. And so you'll see the teams exchange handshakes. This is what we call the best tradition in all of sport. Exchanging handshakes, exchanging high fives for a well-played game. A lot of these players on both sides, they are teammates, former teammates at least, and some of them may even go to school together because these two cities are so close to one another.
Yep, no love lost between these two teams. You know, while there may be a lot of rivalry right here, when it comes to nationals, you're cheering here for your province. You just want your region to do well, and you want to see your friends who, you know, played on former teams with, played in school with, do well.
And you got to give it up for this Canyon team as well for everything that they have, for everything that they did, everything they accomplished up until this point. Obviously, a tough loss here, but you got to think that earlier injury to Claire McJanet, definitely not just as a team, it kind of quieted them down, but also the fact that the losing McJanet to injury also mentally kind of set them down as well. You know, with McJanet being such a key player on the team, her going down the way that she did, I think that also set her team down as well, Justin, because she was such a crucial part, but she just couldn't move on that right leg.
Yeah, hopefully the injury is okay. Hopefully she's able to recover in time. Hopefully it's not a hamstring pull, because I've dealt with my fair share of those, and those take a long time to recover, and when you're feeling good, that's the most dangerous time to come back.
So, Justin, now with this tournament having fully wrapped up, both the Open Division and now the Women's Division, just your overall final thoughts on an incredible week of ultimate action and this final day as well.
Yeah, the BC region is looking very strong, but knowing what's happening in Manitoba, and especially what's happening in Montreal and Quebec, you know, every single BC team here is going to have their work cut out for them. Every single team is going to need to work hard, respect their opponents in the other regions and the other provinces, and, you know, nothing is guaranteed. You may be doing well here, but come nationals, it's time to perform there, and you have to do everything in your power you can to make sure that you can succeed.
Well, an incredible scene to set us off as Dino and Canyon are both sitting together in a circle here and sitting in unison. Incredible scene to send us home following an incredible day of ultimate action. Folks, it's been our privilege and a very big honor for us to be able to broadcast this incredible tournament. The last day of the tournament, bringing 6 incredible matchups to your screens at home. A lot of people to thank. Thank you to everyone with Vancouver Ultimate, with BC Ultimate, for allowing us to grace your television screens. Especially thank you to all of you watching at home. We love what we do here, bringing sports to life and bringing all these incredible stories to life by getting to call some incredible sport action, whatever sports it may be. And doing Ultimate, it was no different. An incredible game this is, and I can't wait to see how it just continues to grow in terms of expanded coverage. Now for Jonah Lee Ash, Justin Luna, Chris Cannon, our incredible broadcast crew that joined me on the color commentators headset today, and now our incredible production crew of Theo, Shahan, as well as Tano, and of course the best director in the business, Mr. Shahab Oshideri, who does it all sitting in his magic chair. He's a man of many talents, I should say. Getting the chance to work alongside him is a very big privilege, and I always enjoy being behind a headset, especially when it is for Trick Shot. On behalf of everyone with Trick Shot, this is your Garage Lully saying so long from Surrey's Newton Athletic Park. Team Dino, the women's team, are the champions of the 2025 BC Ultimate Championship, while Team Canyon is the champion of the 2025 BC Ultimate Open Division. Now let the road to Nationals begin. Nationals are August 10th to 13th, taking place in Edmonton, the Canadian Ultimate Championships, to crown the best team in the country. But there's still a road to get there, still a long process to get there, and still a very long road ahead as these teams prepare for their shot to become the best team in the country. For now, we say good night from Surrey's Newton Athletic Park. And remember, always enjoy the game you watch. It's a privilege to be able to not just watch, but broadcast and play this incredible sport and many more sports that we will continue to bring you here at Trick Shot. Good night.